Art making is shaped by its various contexts and support systems that form the meanings of art. Support systems of the arts include institutions, organizations, and collectives, media, and alternative platforms. These support systems provide the environment for facilitating production, circulation, and distribution of art. Historically, support systems are often linked to patronage. The church patronage in the colonial state provided the impetus for producing religious images, especially from the 1500s to the early 1800s. As artists and cultural workers exercise their respective practices, many have changed in today's landscape of support systems. These new support systems ensure that artworks become more accessible to the art world and to the broader public. We may recall that artist organizations such as the Art Association of the Philippines and the Philippine Art Gallery helped introduce modern art in the 1950s. They held exhibitions and competitions in support of works that the public was not familiar with. What do we mean by the support systems of the arts? Support systems can be government-initiated, community or municipality-based, privately supported, university-oriented, artist-run, or internet-based. It can also be a combination of these. The state body National Commission for Culture in the Arts, or NCCA, provides the infrastructure for either fully or partially government-funded projects on Philippine arts and culture. Aside from displaying, granting awards, and providing exhibition and performance venues, another responsibility of the NCCA is ensuring the nationwide representation and support to regions not perceived as centers of artistic practice. Museums are traditionally based on a collection of objects, tasked to preserve heritage for enjoyment and education. Museums are often linked to the idea of permanence and authority. The neoclassical architecture of the National Museum of the Philippines in Manila displays an aura of grandeur, leaving visitors with the impression that the objects inside it are treasures worthy of historical significance. Like the National Museum, a museum may be large-scale, which houses an art gallery and ethnographic collection. It may also be small-scale, like community or private museums that privilege memory, history, and the local people's pride of place. The function of the museums often revolves around education. Collectives and artist organizations are composed of individuals who share similar or related practices. They are committed to experiment and develop their particular art forms. Organizations can also emphasize the regional affiliation. Educational institutions such as schools and universities offer formal artistic training and grant degrees upon completing an academic program. The academe is a training ground for artists, curators, critics, and other art practitioners who will someday initiate activities and become expert and specialists in their respective fields. The academe as a platform for producing and disseminating knowledge in art also makes it a validating institution. Aspiring artists enroll in schools' various art programs to gain in-depth training, receive mentorship from artist teachers, and learn and experiment with fellow art students. Artistic exposure and training can be enhanced beyond the art school through residencies. Artist residencies are based on a program supported by foundations, cultural organizations, or private entities. The artist spends a period of time in a studio or community where he or she will develop an art project like an exhibition or a performance. It may be collaborative, involving local artists, national or foreign artists, or community members. Non-government and academic sectors have also actively taken part in staging contemporary theatrical performances in the country. The PETA, or Philippine Educational Theater Association, Kalinangan Ensemble, which stages original works and translations for community theater performances. Universities also stage plays written by students and even traditional zarzuelas and musical theater. Also in today's dances, Philippine dance has an adaptive identity because it balances seamlessly the flavors of hip-hop, ballet, folk dance, and even many forms of contemporary dances.